All right, it's finally recording. This is literally the 5th time that I've recorded this. Just getting 5 minutes in and then finding out that it's not recording. I've literally, and I've even said this like 3 other times. But first of all, we are still missing Moonglow. But I have found some very good catches. The best one, I'll just start there this time. It was like the 4th one on the list, first time or 2. Okay, so San Diego, broken frame, not super surprised, but let's zoom in here. And you'll see, my bad guys, you'll see the refraction. You'll see a bigger orb around it, smaller orb within it. Trying to figure out what that is. Don't know if it's a continued rolling refraction that just you keep seeing a refraction of a refraction type of idea. Not sure if someone can explain that. But what's weird is you've got the bigger orb, and the refraction is all the way to the left within it. So that leads me to believe that the bigger orb is a separate object, but then we've got another red object within it. So no idea what that means. But anyway, the actual planet right here, directly in line with the sun and the refraction. And you can see that it has some other objects around it. So I mean, that could be that we're seeing 3 different planets here. A large one, a smaller one, and then a smallest one. But I thought that was an excellent capture of the actual planets. So that is the colors that we see with this triangular formation from the camera to the sun to the planet. Now you can see that the planets are going, or actually the sun is about to be crossing behind the planets. So we're most likely, and the refraction will continue to move toward the center, and we'll most likely lose the color, lose the refraction, and then even lose the planet within the glare of the sun. But what I'm curious about is watching how close it gets to the sun before we lose the refraction, if the refraction changes colors, and what it looks like once the sun passes it and the planet's on the other side. Do we get the same color refraction? Do we visibly, what do we get? Is it different? Is it the same? So I want to be keeping an eye out for that. And then the other one was, I think it was Winter Haven. That was really good. And I've said this before, but I swear again, if this thing isn't recording, I'm gonna be so mad. But I believe it is this time. Okay, so out by Mr. Olson in Minneapolis, same thing. Bigger orb, smaller orb, smallest orb within it. The actual planet is here in Minnesota. Sorry, let me adjust the scroll speed here. It's right here. You can see it just barely about to get lost behind the sun, as you can see. And so I guess that answers the question for San Diego, because this here, the planet is to the east of the sun. You also see this right here, which I'm not sure if it's a refraction. You can see the sun rays kind of encompass it to each side, but it is going toward our planets. So is that another planet? Is that some kind of anomaly that we haven't figured out yet? But it is clear as day that there are several objects there. And the last one, I think, was Winter Haven. At least for how far I've gotten on this update, anyway. Let's see it. Okay. And it's already changed since I started recording too. Quite a bit. Yeah, you can see the planet's still there a little bit, but let me see if I can find one other that kind of looked like it did. let's try. Let's take a look at Texas. Texas, it should be right behind the sun in Texas if it's east of the sun in San Diego and west of the sun in Florida. I see. Okay, so yes, it looks blue, looks white. I believe that's the same refraction, but a different color because of its of the vector of it in the sun. It's going to make it look more blue, possibly white. It's going to change colors. Could be a different planet, but I have a feeling in this case, just because of how bright and prominent the refraction is in the other places that we looked, that this is going to be the same refraction. You can see a red glow around it. You can see a blue glow within that, and then a very white brilliant in the center. And the actual planet's going to be like right here, right next to the glare of the sun. Let's see if we can find one more, since I think I'm actually recording this time. Man, that San Diego is just awesome though. Let's see what Pennsylvania's looking like. Got a little bit of the refraction. Would we be able to see the planet? Yep, I see it. Okay, actual planet. Right there. That's what's casting that refraction there. Do we have anything else? Yeah, I see other objects around it. Sorry. Yeah, right there. Anything else? Gosh, I gotta adjust that down. See something there. Don't know there. Oh, and you guys leave me comments telling me what you think, like what you would want to see in a good research video, just like what I'm doing, but music in the background. Should I overlay music and editing? Should I just leave it the way it is? Do you like shorter, like one location at a time type videos, or do you like I can do 10 minutes through Screencastify for free at a time, and so I can just do, fill up that 10 minutes with seeing what we find. But leave me a comment and let me know what you guys like the best. That way I can present what we find in the most educational, entertaining, and enjoyable way, because that's how we are attracted to learning, is it when it's in a form that we connect with. Let's see. But I love not knowing. I love learning, us learning about all this, because all of us are amateurs, all of us are beginners as far as this type stuff goes. But I truly believe that we're watching our Heavenly Father return, and I think it's the funnest hobby, job, whatever, responsibility in the world to learn this and look and find stuff that is this amazing. Let's see what we got here. Gosh, I will have that fixed though. It's scrolling too much at one time with my buttons I've got programmed. Okay, so refraction, I think it's that big bright right there. And watch how it dims down, dim till you see the actual spot, and that's the sun moving away or from behind it. That's a really pretty image of it though. Let's see in this view what we got. See that there. And then